Hey, everybody. I am excited to talk to you this week. I have learned quite a few things this week. First off, how I'm doing in I don't eat sugar or milk products anymore. This last week has been a little bit of a struggle. I'm not going to lie. I did not do it perfectly at all. But on the plus side, I didn't gain any weight. So I'm happy about that. But I haven't been feeling my best either. So I know I need to do better at I don't eat I don't eat sugar and milk anymore. And the reason I put flour in there is one of my sparks is I need to lighten up on the flour products, food products. So that's one of my sparks. But something that's been really interesting to me this past week is I started asking myself some questions, and I'm going to kind of look at my journal that I've been keeping and talk to you about some of the things that I have been talking to myself about. So first off, every day for the past probably, I don't know, quite a few months, I tell myself I am a healthy eater. And what I'm trying to do is change my mindset as to being a healthy eater all the time. So I tell myself I'm a healthy eater. I eat fruits and vegetables every day, and I do that pretty good. But something I thought of the other morning was, what if I ask myself, when I get a food that is not proper for me, or that I feel like isn't the best thing for me, what if I ask myself, does my body need this product, this food? Is this something my body needs? I've also thought about asking myself, does this food empower me? I love the word empower. Empower to me means the ultimate thing that your body needs. You know, it's the strongest. It will make your body the strongest that it can be. So does this food empower me? Something that I started telling myself since COVID was, I don't care. I just want to eat what I want to eat when I want to eat it. And I have really realized that this is not what my body needs. This is something that I need to take out of my vocabulary, is the I don't care. Because really we need to care. We need to care about what we're putting into our body. We need to care about how those foods are going to affect our body. And so I'm really trying to focus on what my body really needs. Does it need ice cream? No, but ice cream's good. And so it's hard to walk away from it. And so if you say you don't care, then it makes it easy to not walk away from it. And so I am starting to try to celebrate the moments that I do walk away from unhealthy eating. So now I'm trying to tell myself, instead of I don't care, I'm trying to tell myself I do care about the things that I put in my body. And I ask myself, what will this food do for my body? How will it empower me? And I think that's something to think about, you know, a little bit. I was talking to Christy the other day about not focusing so much on what we're going to eat or what we're eating. And I see the benefit in that. And that's going to be a whole huge mindset for me to change, because you eat breakfast. Okay, what's for lunch? You eat lunch. Okay, what am I going to plan for dinner? You know, it makes my husband crazy because I do that. Like, we'll be eating breakfast and I'll be like, okay, so what are we going to have for lunch? And he's like, well, I don't know. Lunch is not now. So, you know, it's crazy how our mind, we're so focused on something. And something else I've thought about is how to not make food the center of my life. And, you know, it's not an easy thing. Why? I'm not sure why it became the center of my life. Maybe because, you know, when you have kids, you want to make sure they're eating enough, and you want to make sure they're drinking enough water, and you're wanting to make sure they're staying healthy and eating the things that they need to, that sometimes as a mom, you forget about yourself and you forget what your body needs. And so what you're doing is then you just eat what the kids are eating, and you eat when the kids are eating. And sometimes that's all the time, because little kids, they need lots of little snacks. You know, their little stomach is little tiny, and they need stuff, you know, quite a few times during the day, because their body is getting used to everything. And so maybe as a mom, that's what you do. You're so focused on making sure that they're eating that you eat when they do, or something like that. Another thing that I wrote about in my journal, and what I wanted to talk about, is I wanted to talk about exercise. So when I first started losing weight a long time ago, before I lost the 90 pounds, when I first started, I didn't really do a lot of stuff. I did Pilates, and I loved Pilates, and it was easy for me. Well, Christy encouraged me to start walking, and so I did, and walking became very therapeutic for me. Well, when I got to my lowest weight, my hips started really hurting me, and I'm not sure, and I still haven't figured that out. And so walking, I still walked, but it was a chore, and my hips paid for it all day long when I did that. And so a few months ago, I stopped walking in hopes to try to figure out something that's better for my hips. And I really liked the elliptical at the motel, and that was really good. And we bought us an elliptical because I knew I liked the elliptical, and it doesn't do to my hips what walking does. I haven't done my elliptical as much, but I was trying to figure out something else. I wanted to add in weights, but I didn't want to go to a gym. So I remembered a lady that does Fit After 40. Her name is Kathy Smith. And she does some pretty good cardio and weight workouts that are like 15 to 20 minutes long, which is about what I want. So I do my 15 to 20 minutes Pilates, and then I do my 15 to 20 minutes Kathy Smith. And right now that seems to be working pretty good for me. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do for my hips. I'm not quite sure, but it's going to come. And right now, my Pilates stretches my hips the way it needs to. And the Pilates that I do is actually online. It's called Lindy Well. And maybe I can figure out how to put a link in for Lindy Well and for the Kathy Smith thing. Kathy Smith does a 14-day Fit After 40 workout. She gives you 14 weight workouts, and it's not all weights. Some of it's weight, some of it's cardio, and it's not really stressful cardio, but a lot of it's weights. She does a few abs. She does have one walking video, and I just walked to myself here at home. And so that's my spark this week. And what I learned with this is, so this is what I wrote in my journal. Working out helps you feel so much better when you do it. Sometimes it's hard to get started, but once you get started, you feel so much better. Do things that make you feel better. And then I ask the question, what makes you feel better? So think about that. What makes you feel better? You know, as I get older, Pilates is very important to my body because, you know, you get older and your body does not stretch the way it used to. At least mine doesn't. And so I used to be pretty flexible, and I'm not so much anymore. But doing Pilates, I can feel my body it stretches it the way it needs to so that I can move the way I need to. It really helps my hips and other parts of my body. And it helps you get stronger. And then this Kathy Smith with doing the weights, I really feel like it's been very beneficial to me to be able to build up more muscle in different parts of my body. I've always felt like if we are even at our worst weight, which is pretty close for me right now, but even if we're at our worst weight, we can still feel and look good if we're building muscle. And muscle does weigh more than fat, and so that scale may go up, but if you're working out and you're trying to build muscle, your body will feel so much better. And I want to just say again, sometimes it's hard to get out of bed and do your workout. And I had a hard time last week. There were a couple of days that was a hard time to get out of bed and to do my workout. But I made a commitment to myself to get out of bed and do that workout. And so I did. And I did feel so much better. I can guarantee you, find something that you like to do. There are so many free videos on YouTube, workout videos. I don't know if you heard about the Walk Your Way to Health or whatever. I can't remember what that lady's name is, but she has workout videos on there. Pilates, there's yoga, if you're into that. You know, and they have really hard stuff or, you know, easier stuff if you're just starting out and you need to, you know, just start out slow to build your muscles back up. But I promise it'll be worth it. It doesn't matter what your age is. If you want to feel better, get your body out there and moving. I love my bike rides. I miss my walks because I love being outside. I really feel like being outside and doing something outside is very important for your body. And you need to be outside at some point throughout the day. If you work in an office, take a break and walk outside and go get one with the atmosphere that you live in, because it refreshes your body and it opens your mind. I really believe that. But when I do my bike rides, you know, I have to do that outside and I love it. I love being outside. So try that. Try doing something that's outside, you know, so, you know, try different exercises, try different things, and it will help your body. It'll make your body feel better. It'll open your mind and make your mind feel better. Even if it's walk down to the corner and back. That's better than nothing. And I may start doing that a little bit more. But anyways, that's what I have for you this week. And I will talk to you next week.